This video is sponsored by Wix. Go to wix.com/go/simplehistory to create a website now. Strange famous deaths in history. History has shown some strange deaths. Let's look at some of the most unfortunate and bizarre famous deaths from the 20th century. Brandon Lee, shot on a movie set. Brandon Lee was making a career in martial arts and in the movie industry like his father Bruce Lee had done. In 1993, at the age of 28, he was starring as the Crow in the movie of the same name. In a scene that was being filmed, actor Michael Massey's character fired a .44 Magnum revolver. For a previous scene, the prop had been fitted with inert dummy cartridges to give a realistic appearance for close-ups of the gun on camera. Unfortunately, the film's prop crew had purchased live rounds and removed the powder to create the dummy rounds, but left the primer in the cartridges. For the new scene, blanks had been placed into the .44 Magnum, but beforehand, one of the dummy rounds had been fired, and its bullet had become lodged halfway in the barrel. Michael Massey shot at Brandon Lee, and the bullet that was lodged in the barrel left the gun and entered his abdomen. After 6 hours of surgery, Lee was pronounced dead. Bando Mitsuo, poisoned by a fish. Acclaimed Japanese kabuki actor Bando Mitsuo VIII had claimed that he was immune from the toxins found in the famous poisonous pufferfish dish known as fugu. It is prepared for the customer only if they know the risks. He ate not one, but 4 fugu livers, which is one of the most toxic parts of the fish, and died from severe poisoning. Because of his fame, the fugu chef had felt he could not have refused the actor. As a result of the death, he lost his fugu license. Isadora Duncan, killed by a scarf. Isadora Duncan was an American dancer who loved wearing long scarves. One day in 1927, she was traveling in an open-top car in Nice, France. Her long silk scarf became stuck in the rear wheel of the car and tightened around her neck, breaking it and hurling her from the car onto the stone pavement. Harry Houdini, punched in the stomach. Harry Houdini was a famous American escape artist who had cheated death many times in his acts, but this time he would not be so lucky. In 1926, Houdini was backstage after a show when a student who was an amateur boxer asked him if it was true he could take a punch from anyone without getting hurt. Reclining on a couch with a broken ankle, Houdini was exhausted but agreed to let the boxer punch him in the stomach. All of a sudden, the boxer punched him 4 times in the stomach. A few days later, Houdini was in great pain, but performed on stage in Detroit, going against his doctor's advice. He finished the show, but passed out afterwards. His appendix had become ruptured from the punches, and he died in the hospital. What death did you find the most strange? Leave a comment below. A big thank you to Wix for supporting this episode on strange famous deaths in history. Maybe you'll become famous and get your name or brand out there by creating a site with Wix. Go to wix.com/go/simplehistory to get started. Wix has great features such as Wix Videos, Wix Pro Gallery, Wix Bookings, and solutions for all kinds of sites such as e-commerce, music, hotels, events, restaurants, and more. Build your own website and support the Simple History channel by going to wix.com/go/simplehistory or simply click the link in the description below to get started.